Most people believe mental strength is something you're either born with or you'll never have. They look at people who stay calm under pressure, recover quickly from failure, and keep moving forward despite life's challenges, and they assume those people are simply different. But modern psychology and neuroscience tell a very different story. Your brain is constantly changing. Every thought you repeat, every habit you practice, and every decision you make is shaping the way your brain is wired. That means the brain you have today doesn't have to be the brain you live with forever. You can train it, you can strengthen it, and you can build a mindset that remains steady even when life becomes difficult. In today's video, you'll discover 10 powerful lessons that can help rewire your brain for lasting mental strength. These are not motivational slogans or quick fixes. They're practical, science-backed principles that can change how you think, respond, and grow. Stay with me until the end, because the final lesson brings everything together into one daily habit that can transform the way you face challenges for the rest of your life. If you enjoy learning about psychology, human behavior, emotional intelligence, and personal growth, subscribe to Human Behavior Secrets, turn on the notification bell, and join thousands of viewers who are learning how to build stronger minds and better lives. Now, let's begin. Lesson 1. Your brain believes what you repeatedly tell it. Every day, your mind is listening to you, not to other people, to you. The conversation happening inside your own head has more influence over your life than you probably realize. Imagine waking up every morning and thinking, "I'm terrible under pressure." At first, it may seem like a harmless thought, but your brain doesn't simply hear those words. It starts treating them as instructions. Soon, you'll notice yourself avoiding challenges, doubting your abilities, and giving up more quickly because your mind has accepted that belief as reality. Now imagine replacing that thought with something different. "I'm still learning. I can improve. I've handled difficult situations before." These aren't empty affirmations. They're reminders that your abilities are not fixed. Psychologists call this a growth mindset, the belief that skills and resilience can be developed through effort and experience. Over time, these repeated thoughts create new mental pathways that support confidence instead of fear. Your brain is always listening. Choose words that build you instead of limiting you. Lesson 2. Every challenge is training your brain. Most people see difficult situations as proof that life is against them. Mentally strong people see something different. They see training. Think about how muscles grow. They don't become stronger by avoiding resistance. They become stronger because resistance forces them to adapt. Your brain works in a remarkably similar way. Every time you solve a difficult problem, recover from disappointment, learn a new skill, or face uncertainty without giving up, your brain becomes more adaptable and resilient. Neuroscientists call this neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. This means every challenge carries an opportunity. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" try asking, "What is this experience teaching my brain?" That single question shifts your focus from frustration to growth. Over time, you stop fearing challenges because you begin recognizing them as opportunities to become mentally stronger. Lesson 3. Your environment is rewiring you every day. Many people focus only on changing their mindset, but they ignore something just as powerful: their environment. Your surroundings quietly influence your thoughts, emotions, and habits. Think about the people you spend the most time with. Do they encourage growth? Do they inspire you to become better? Or do they constantly complain, criticize, and expect the worst? Your environment isn't just the people around you. It's also the books you read, the podcasts you listen to, the videos you watch, the conversations you have, the social media you consume. Every piece of information becomes food for your mind. If you constantly feed your brain fear, negativity, and comparison, don't be surprised when your thinking becomes fearful and negative. If you consistently expose yourself to learning, optimism, and thoughtful ideas, your brain gradually begins reflecting those qualities. You don't become mentally strong by accident. You become mentally strong by repeatedly placing your mind in environments that encourage growth. Lesson 4. Your comfort zone is quietly weakening your mind. Comfort feels safe. That's why your brain naturally prefers familiar routines. But comfort has a hidden cost. The longer you avoid discomfort, the more frightening new experiences begin to feel. Imagine someone who avoids public speaking because it makes them nervous. Each time they avoid it, they feel temporary relief. But something else happens. Their brain quietly learns. Public speaking is dangerous. The fear grows stronger. Now imagine they speak in front of a small group. It's uncomfortable. Their heart races. Their hands shake. But they survive. The next time becomes a little easier. Then easier again. Eventually, what once felt impossible becomes normal. Mental strength grows every time you prove to your brain that discomfort isn't the same as danger. Growth doesn't begin when you feel comfortable. Growth begins the moment you take one step beyond what's familiar. Lesson 5. Small daily habits rewire the brain more than big life changes. Many people wait for a life-changing moment before they decide to improve themselves. They think they'll start when they feel more motivated, when they have more time, or when life becomes easier. But that's not how lasting change happens. Your brain responds far more to consistency than intensity. Reading 10 pages every day is often more powerful than reading 100 pages once a month. Walking for 20 minutes every day creates stronger habits than exercising for 4 hours once and quitting. The same principle applies to mental strength. Every day you practice gratitude. Every day you pause before reacting. Every day you solve a difficult problem instead of avoiding it. Every day you choose discipline over excuses. You are strengthening the neural pathways that support resilience. One small decision may seem insignificant, but repeated hundreds of times, it changes who you become. Mental strength isn't built in one dramatic moment. It's built quietly through thousands of ordinary choices that most people never notice. And that's exactly why the strongest people often appear ordinary, until life becomes difficult. Because when pressure arrives, their daily habits reveal the strength they've been building all along. Lesson 6. Your brain grows stronger when you stop running from stress. Most people think stress is the enemy. The truth is, not all stress is harmful. Imagine a professional athlete preparing for a championship. Their muscles experience stress during training. A pilot learns to stay calm by repeatedly practicing emergency situations. A firefighter doesn't become brave by avoiding danger. They become confident because they've trained to respond under pressure. Your brain develops in a similar way. When you avoid every difficult conversation, every challenge, and every uncomfortable situation, your mind never learns that you are capable of handling them. But when you face manageable challenges one step at a time, your brain begins collecting evidence. It starts saying, I've survived difficult situations before. I can handle this too. The goal isn't to eliminate stress from your life. The goal is to become the kind of person who remains steady when stress appears. Mental strength is built through practice, not comfort. Lesson 7. Your focus determines the brain you build. Think about your attention as a spotlight. Wherever you point it, your brain strengthens those pathways. If you constantly replay failures, embarrassing moments, or negative comments, your brain becomes better at finding more negativity. Soon, it begins filtering your world through fear and self-doubt. But something remarkable happens when you intentionally redirect your attention. Instead of asking, what's wrong with my life? Ask, what is one thing I can improve today? Instead of replaying every mistake, look for every lesson. Your brain remembers what you consistently focus on. That's why mentally strong people train themselves to notice opportunities, progress, gratitude, and solutions, not because their lives are perfect, but because their focus shapes how they experience reality. Every day, your attention is building tomorrow's mindset. Choose carefully where you place it. Lesson 8. Recovery is part of strength, not a sign of weakness. Many people believe mental strength means pushing harder every single day, never resting, never slowing down, never taking a break. But neuroscience tells a different story. Your brain doesn't only grow while you're working. It also grows while you're recovering. Think about elite athletes. They don't train 24 hours a day. They recover because recovery allows the body to adapt and become stronger. Your mind works the same way. Quality sleep, quiet reflection, time in nature, healthy relationships, moments away from constant noise. These aren't distractions from success. They're essential ingredients for building a resilient brain. Taking care of your mind isn't laziness. It's preparation for your next challenge. A well-rested brain thinks more clearly, solves problems faster, and handles pressure more effectively. Sometimes the strongest decision you can make is to pause long enough to recharge. Lesson 9. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you strengthen your identity. Imagine telling yourself you'll wake up early tomorrow. Morning arrives. You press the snooze button. You promise yourself you'll exercise next week. Next week comes. You postpone it again. Each broken promise sends a quiet message to your brain. My words don't matter. Now imagine the opposite. You decide to read for 10 minutes every day, and you actually do it. You promise yourself you'll go for a walk, and you keep that promise. These small victories may seem insignificant, but your brain is paying attention. Every promise you keep becomes evidence that you are someone who follows through. Confidence isn't created by thinking differently. It's created by proving to yourself that you can trust your own actions. Mental strength grows every time your behavior matches your intentions. Become the person your future self can depend on. Lesson 10. Your brain never stops learning, so never stop growing. Perhaps the greatest truth about the human brain is this: it is never truly finished. No matter your age, no matter your background, no matter your past, your brain continues adapting throughout your life. That means every book you read, every meaningful conversation, every new skill, every challenge, every healthy habit, every lesson you choose to apply is shaping the person you'll become. You are not trapped by yesterday's thinking. You are not limited by old habits. Your future mind is being built by today's choices. The question isn't whether your brain is changing. It is. The real question is, are you changing it intentionally? Conclusion. Mental strength isn't something a lucky few are born with. It is built, thought by thought, habit by habit, decision by decision. Every challenge you face can become training. Every setback can become a lesson. Every difficult moment can become an opportunity to strengthen your mind. The strongest people aren't fearless. They simply refuse to let fear make their decisions. Remember these 10 lessons. Speak to yourself with intention. Learn from challenges. Protect your environment. Step outside your comfort zone. Trust the power of small daily habits. Face stress with courage. Focus on solutions. Value recovery. Keep promises to yourself. And never stop learning. If you continue practicing these principles, you won't just change your mindset. You'll gradually reshape the way your brain responds to life itself. That's the true power of mental strength. And it's available to anyone willing to train for it. If you found this video valuable, take a moment to like this video because it helps more people discover these powerful psychology lessons. Subscribe to Human Behavior Secrets and turn on the notification bell so you never miss future videos on psychology, human behavior, emotional intelligence, and personal growth. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which lesson challenged your thinking the most, and which one will you start applying today? Leave your answer in the comments below. Your experience might encourage someone else to begin their own journey toward a stronger mind. If you know someone who feels mentally exhausted, overwhelmed, or stuck, share this video with them. It could be the message they need today. Thank you for watching. Keep learning, keep growing, keep strengthening your mind. And always remember, a strong mind isn't built by avoiding life's challenges. It's built by facing them, learning from them, and becoming stronger because of them. I'll see you in the next video.